What will 2018 bring for the stock market? The Dow Jones passed the 25,000 mark this week, a new record. Europe is growing at a fair clip and China's prospects look brighter than they did a year ago. Over here, however, the outlook is uncertain. Brexit trade negotiations are set to start in earnest, and firms are nervous about the outcome. Forecasters add to the gloom, predicting economic growth of 1.5% this year, considerably lower than either the Eurozone or US. There is always a chance that Britain will do better than expected, but our top 3 tips for this year should make bold strides, even if the worst predictions come true. Porvair is a small engineering firm based in Kings Lynn, Norfolk, whose products are used in every commercial aeroplane around the world, as well as in metal processors, nuclear decommissioning plants and a wide range of cutting-edge laboratories. The company makes sophisticated filters, which play a crucial role in numerous industrial, commercial and scientific markets. Turnover has doubled since 2012 and should do so again over the next 6 or 7 years. The shares are 455p and should deliver strong growth as the business expands. Filters are relatively inexpensive, but they perform a vital job. In aircraft, for example, Porvair's filters ensure that fuel is totally pure before it reaches the engine. These bits of kit clearly need to be of exceptionally high quality, but they must also be as small and light as possible and cost-effective. In industry, all molten metal is filtered before it is fashioned into solid products, and Porvair filters half the world's aluminium, used in everything from Coca-Cola cans to car wheels to window frames. Laboratory samples have to be filtered too, before they are tested, and Porvair is particularly involved in environmental work, ensuring that water is clean to drink, from the US to China. The company's filters also make sure that fissile material does not leak into the environment when nuclear sites are being cleaned up. And its equipment is used in gasification plants, huge sites that convert coal to gas. Porvair is run by Ben Stocks, who will have been at the helm for 20 years next month, an unusual achievement on the London market. The firm is small compared to its rivals, but punches above its weight by listening to customers, investing significantly in research and development, and employing smart engineers to create excellent new kit. A third of its designs, for example, have been developed over the past 3 to 5 years, as it constantly refines and improves products. Contracts tend to be long-term, as filters need regular maintenance, and Porvair has further protection against economic volatility because it operates around the world. Porvair's financial year runs to November 30 and brokers expect turnover to rise by 12% to £122 million, with profits up 9% to £11 million and the dividend up 5% to 4.1p. The current year has begun well, and further growth is expected in 2018 and beyond. The group also aims to make a few small acquisitions a year to boost overall growth. Midas verdict: Porvair provides an essential service to large and growing customers worldwide. Having doubled turnover in the past 5 years, Stocks and his team are determined to carry on in the same vein, and the shares should respond. At 455p, they are strong buy. America boasts many examples of multi-billion-dollar biotech businesses that have created new drugs and brought them to market. In the UK, most biotech firms vanish without trace or are sold to larger rivals before their products achieve commercial success, largely because they lack long-term funds. The group was set up to create and invest in companies whose products will transform patients' lives. Unlike most of its UK peers, however, Syncona intends to retain significant stakes in these businesses until their products are approved, and it has the firepower to do so. Syncona has a stock market valuation of £1.4 billion, and the Wellcome Trust has a 37% stake. Syncona has investments in 7 enterprises, one of which, Nightstar Therapeutics, has already been listed on the US Nasdaq market, where it is valued at £290 million. Nightstar intends to help patients suffering from rare inherited eye diseases, while other firms in the Syncona portfolio cover conditions from prostate cancer to hemophilia. Over time, Murphy hopes to build a portfolio of 20 companies, retaining sizable stakes in each. He also pulled off a strategic deal last year, merging with the £500 million Battle Against Cancer Investment Trust. Set up by City philanthropists in 2012, this delivers low-risk returns to investors and donates to charity. Now its funds provide cash for Syncona's life sciences firms. Midas verdict: Syncona was founded 5 years ago and has already achieved considerable success. It is likely to deliver further substantial growth, and the Wellcome Trust's presence on the share register is reassuring. At 210.5p, these shares are a long-term buy. Gordon Dad's Group is a fast-growing legal and professional services firm run by Adrian Biles, an ambitious former lawyer with a long and successful track record in business. The firm floated on AIM in August 2017 at 140p. The shares are now 142.5p and should rise substantially over coming years. Midas and two fellow investors bought Gordon Dad's in 2013, followed by a string of other law firms, as well as a tax consultancy and a financial consulting team for investment banks. Midas also set up a top-notch base in Cardiff, now used by all the subsidiaries, so they are more cost-effective than many of their peers. Gordon Dad's income from fees was £2.5 million at the start of 2013 and had surged to £25 million by the time the group listed. Over time, Giles is keen to build fee income to over £100 million, as the legal market is full of small firms that could benefit from being part of a large, well-capitalized company. In the short term, analysts expect profits to rise 25% to £2.5 million in the year to March 31, accompanied by a maiden dividend of 3.3p. Midas verdict: Gordon Dad's is well run with a clear growth strategy that should do well, even if economic conditions deteriorate. Midas is a 27% shareholder too, so he is motivated to deliver. Buy.